Hey there, toy collector friends and Star Trek fans alike. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are taking a look at the Hero Collector Eagle Moss Star Trek Collection Deep Space Nine XL Edition, and it's quite the whopper. It's a really large model. I don't know if anyone collected the standard edition size, which is significantly smaller. But I was super impressed with the size of this when it came into my hands. Where to start with it, really? It's so well detailed. I'm going to zoom a little bit in for you to start with, so we can really get a look at it. I'll let it carry on rotating around for a bit. But I think the quality of the detailing here is spectacular. I mean, you can see so much on the pylons, the docking pylons around the outside, the main promenade area, sort of, if you like, the main control hubs. The detailing, honest to goodness, is superb. I really rate this in terms of the Hero Collector range of Star Trek Starships. I know it's a starbase sort of, and it is the titular Deep Space Nine from the series Deep Space Nine, and it's kind of a Cardassian design, but nevertheless I think this is a beautiful addition and a wonderful centerpiece as well, to have some of your other ships possibly positioned around. I'm just trying to maneuver the camera in the most appropriate fashion so you can get a real sense of the detailing, because you can see that wonderful color scheme on that, what I classify as possibly the inner ring there prior to the promenade. But you can also see it here in the outside, along the detailing that we have for that outer ring, where the key pylons for docking are, and some of the docking stations that exist around the edges here, for example, that you can see towards the edge of the shot. If I move this down, you can see them here. Yeah, there's a lot to like about this particular ship. I call it a ship. I know it's not a ship, but there's a lot to like about this model. It is quite well detailed. As I've mentioned before, it is the intricacy of some of the details. Go a little bit deeper into that middle section. You can really see the quality of the detailing there, both in terms of what is there in the core central hub area, but also when you look deeper into that wider detailing of the outer pylon, of the pylons and the ring section. It picks up an awful lot. Now again, there will be, because there always is, people who would much rather see some lighting blotches exactly matching up. For me, I don't really see any issues on here where that doesn't happen. It's really very much I find the paint detailing on this really good. So for me, I don't have any, technically I don't have any issues with it at all. I'm going to stop the rotation just so that I can move to a position where I can pick it up and we can really look at it. I'll pull out slightly again just so you can get the full benefit of the model, but I'm going to pick it up and bring it into shot. It rests really well. It's a very secure rest, so actually I'll take the model out of shot first, and then show you. Yeah, so we get this nice well balanced support on the display stand, and that is really secure. You'll know from some of my other reviews and appreciations of Star Trek ships, the support strands, they're not always 100% secure from my point of view. I'm sure it's me, but so let's take a real up close look at that central area. You can see that fantastic detailing there. And of course, where we have fantastic detailing, we also have some fragility, and it would be remiss of me not to point out that, again, whilst this is the time travelling toy collector, this particular model, it's not the Playmates model, so it is more of a display piece than a toy in and of itself. But that said, it is a wonderful addition to any Star Trek collection. I'm tilting it so you can see sort of the lower segment, which is very hard to sort of pull out otherwise. And again, you can see the wonderful red detailing that takes place at the bottom of the core there. And again, the detailing of there's a lot of light in terms of rooms detailing there around the edges. Everywhere you look on this model, there is some exceptionally good detailing. You can see it across the piece. You know, the lower pylons are the same. They've got some that fantastic goldy, bronzy inlaid detailing. The docking ports around the edges. That lower core, as we identified, try to not knock over the stand. We can see there just how detailed it is on the underside, and we move up. The detailing on the outer ring, you can see it there, very beautifully inlaid with that, again, that gold bronze paint work and the paint apps that are there, mirrored again. There's almost a green hue to them, which is I think really interesting to see how that's pulled out. You can see again there's some paint apps on those serrated mini pylons that come out of that middle ring. And there is a lot. It's not just a replication of detailing all the way around. There are variations there, and I think that's really nice. Now again, it is obviously an XL edition, so therefore you expect to see a high quality mold and application of paint. But even though it's XL, it is still, I would suggest, a mass-produced piece. So there is that balance to be struck, and I think Hero Collector and Eagle Moss have struck it particularly well. So again, it's been out for quite a while. I dare say you can still reach it. You can still obtain it on the Hero Collector website, should you so wish. I would be mindful that I've seen it at various conventions, Comic-Con and Star Trek conventions as well, Destination Star Trek in London and Birmingham, where other sellers, not just the Hero Collector stand, but other sellers have had these, and they are upwards of £60. I believe the purchase price from Hero Collector was around £45–50 directly here in the UK. So do check that out. Do be careful that you're not paying over the odds for it, but of course, like anything, it's worth what you'll pay for it. So be sure when you're paying for it that it is what you want. You can't always see it because the boxes will be sealed, so you want to be sure. And again, hopefully this video will help give you an insight into what you're actually seeing, actually getting on the other end of that purchase, should you make it. The big question, of course, is does the Hero Collector Star Trek Collection Deep Space Nine model have a place in your collection? Well, obviously you're the only person that can answer that, but I can tell you this is one of the pieces that I have on permanent display. I have most of the Hero ships on permanent display, and there are other ships and space stations, etc., that I rotate through. This is one that is on constant display. I get it's a Hero ship. I know it's not a ship. I know it's a space station. But because there's a whole series named after it and based around it and set upon it, I think I get to call it a Hero. It's the Hero Point, if you don't want to call it a Hero ship. But you know what? It's my channel. I'm going to call it a Hero ship. If you don't like it, I can only apologise profusely if I've offended your sensibilities. Please forgive me. Don't unsubscribe if you subscribed. There'll be another Hero ship along shortly, which will fulfil your shipness requirements. But as a product, as an addition to your Star Trek collection, whether you're happy with me calling it a hero ship or you want me to call it a hero station or a hero location, I don't mind what you want to call it. It is phenomenal as far as I'm concerned. Again, I fully anticipate there will be some who would wish it had greater detail on some of these pylons. To be honest, looking at that, I think for the price point and the scale, these detailings, these moldings are really good. Again, the central hub really beautifully pulled out. You could spend, I know we're going to be spending about 10 to 12 minutes on this, but you could easily spend a lot longer looking at all of the individual constitutional parts of this, and you'll still find something new to look at, like this bit of dust that's gone on it there whilst it's been out of the glass display case I have it on. That's a real nuisance, so that's something I'm going to have to clean off very shortly. And apologies if that's annoyed you the whole way through. It's been annoying me too, but it's just coming to my sort of reach there to get rid of it. So I would recommend it. I would completely recommend this piece as a part of your rain collection. As you can see from my hands, it is a hefty piece. It's a big piece, so you do need a good strong display stand and a good wide display area. Also quite tall, because don't forget the pylons go up and they go down, but they do fit within the height of that particular display stand. So a little bit of an up and down there for you, so you can get a sense of that. It does only really remain for me to tell you that I totally recommend this piece. It's beautiful to look at. It also photographs really well, and I will put a couple of photos at the end of this video for you to get a sense of what that can look like. Yeah, I have to commend this piece to you. I really do. So if they do have any left on the website and you are hesitant or relatively new to collecting Star Trek starships, I would say go for this one. You will not be disappointed in the main. If you're looking for a ton of paint apps to really pull out every single light and room and docking port, you're not going to get that, because that is not what this model gives you. But it does give you an awful lot of surface detailing and an awful lot of atmospheric model recreation, which I for one am very, very pleased with. I'm very, very, very pleased with it. So yeah, I 100% recommend this to you. Hopefully this video has convinced you one way or the other as to whether or not the Hero Collector, Deep Space Nine, sorry, nearly disappeared down a wormhole. Deep Space Nine space station does belong in your collection. Hopefully, as I say, either way, it's proven useful. If you found it useful, do smash that like button. If you found it remotely interesting at all, or you're interested in Star Trek or Star Wars or Doctor Who or Transformers or goodness knows what else, then by all means also smash the subscribe button. There'll always be a new video coming along relatively soon, and of course you can take time to peruse pre-existing videos and my Star Trek Starships playlist, which I would encourage you to go and have a look at. Okay, in which case I will leave you for now. You've been a fantastic audience. I've been the time traveling toy collector, and this has been the Hero Collector Deep Space Nine space station from the series Deep Space Nine. It just remains for me to say take care, see you in the next video, and do remember that a thing of beauty really is a toy forever. Take care, and bye-bye for now.